Now I would like to introduce the CEO and President of Nederman. Sven, please join me. Now, Sven, as you
I can du kan hjälpa mig under resan.
Sven, be sure not to fall down here. So what have you been doing? Have you been running marathon again?
No.
No.
I promise never to run, but I made an exception. You know, I'm a keen hunter and shooter, so if you want to chase ducks or deers, then you have to make an exception. Unfortunately, that was a bad decision.
Right. And so, but hopefully you will be able to stay here today.
Absolutely.
Right. So, thanks for having me. And so what's your expectations for today?
My expectation for today is that we, together, mainly with our distinguished speakers and guests here, can give an impression of what we can do and not being, as you say, depressed. The fact, Robert will tell us that 95% do not breathe clean air, but I say that the industry can be a part of the solution, not only a problem, because the solutions are there, and we're going to try to tell you that. The solutions are there as long as politicians, we as consumers, or other stakeholders take an active decision, as Miss Lee.
As Miss Lee, yeah. Let's always think about Miss Lee throughout the day, and then for the next Nederman Future Day, we bring her here.
Absolutely.
And that's a promise?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Before we let you give the audience some insights into Nederman, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Nederman, 75 years old. A young 75-year-old.
Yeah, very vital. And as I tend to say, there was a new research that today's 75-year-olds are behaving like 20-year-olds in their way of traveling, also other things that we shouldn't discuss here. So we are a very...
What do you mean?
Well, we forget about that.
Yeah. And to celebrate Nederman, you've also made a film.
I leave the house a 4:45. I'm working hard the double shift. I do my best to make ends meet. Come on, baby, come and set me free now. When the summer sun goes down, there my hammer hits the ground. 'Cause I've been working for the man for the very last time. For the very last time. Do your thing. I'm starting fresh all over again. Ain't gonna dig no ditch or two. I don't need to be no millionaire. Just wanna keep it neat and clean. When the summer sun goes down, there my hammer hits the ground. 'Cause I've been working for the man for the very last time. For the very last time.
Excellent. Those were the good old days. No.
No.
Sven, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. It's not just to show that we are 75, that I'm walking like one, but unfortunately that's what happens. I'm going to try to do my best anyway to stand up the full day. So, welcome again. We shape the future of clean air. We've been addicted to clean air for 75 years, and we've been there, and we will continue to do the same, hopefully for the coming 75 years, because it's such an interesting and it's such an important topic that we believe in. Bad air is a problem. It's a problem for all of us. It affects health, safety, affects production efficiency, it affects product quality, and it affects the environment around us. We now, this morning, beautiful morning, the view of the island Ven, we think we have a fantastic, no problem. But actually, even Sweden has their effects when it comes to the environmental impact, workplaces. And the estimation is that it costs only in Sweden 56 billion Swedish krona per annum. That's the cost of bad air. Then you can go Europe, worldwide, etc. But Robert will talk much more and much more initiated about these things. Some say that in a developing economy, you have to accept pollution. You have to accept the problem. But actually, if you go back and see, since 1990, Europe has had a rising economy, and we have reduced emissions. So you can actually have both things. Technology is not your enemy, it's your friend. And we want to show that we are part of the solutions. And again, as we said, a vital 75 years old, preparing first for the next 25 years. So you're all welcome. We already are invited to the 100-year anniversary in that. Nederman, what are we? Well, we are a company with a strong position in the global. We have a number of very strong brands. We have embraced the new technology, and we are offering not only the traditional filtration, capturing, but we are also entering in controlling and focusing going forward here. We definitely have a very strong sustainability engagement. We are very focused on sustainability. We are working with that, and we see that that is a hygiene factor for us. But the most important part and how we can be helping in the environment is actually making sure that our customers use the equipment, that our customers are there, that we can help them to take control. And I'm not into Brexit discussions here, but take control of their emissions. And we can do that. And as we said, there are solutions. So our strong sustainability contains both helping others as well as doing good ourselves. We have sustainability goals, sustainability leadership. We should lead change, we should promote improvements, and we should make sure that our customers use the equipment. And we should make it easy for them to do good. That is our mission. Again, we have come a long way over the last 75 years from a local blacksmith shop in Helsingborg, starting 1944, to being active on a global scale. Of course, in EMEA, but also a strong position in Americas and a growing position in Asia, in order to fulfill Miss Lee's dreams of a clean air environment, also in Vietnam and other places. It's consumers and industries that are driving change. You know all about Industry 4.0, the German statement some years ago that we need to be innovative. We have the consumer drivers where we have been working, clean and safe work environment. We have product quality, strong incentive for recycling, energy. A lot of people talk about energy efficiency and compliance. But we also have the new world of industrial drivers, how we modernize the digital components, Wi-Fi, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, cloud services. We are all having, it all has an impact on our daily life. Everything from that you are controlled in your new car, but we can also, using new technology, to control the industry and again, the emissions and take control over the emission. So, as we say, the future of clean air is already here. Even though we will hear that a large part of the population do not breathe clean air, the solutions are existing. So it's up to us to decide how we're going to use this and make sure that we have a clean environment. It's been a development, and Nederman is part of that, from smart filter, product-based offering, to connected filters where we can continue to deliver, to filtration as a service where we can guarantee and help our customers who are not so focused in this part of their process, and our target to be able to sell clean air as a service, to make sure that all factories and all production is sustainable, creating clean air. So again, we try to position ourselves as a clean air company to protect people, planet, and production. Thank you very much.
Sven, I know you're trying to get off the scene now at the stage, but not a chance. But you say that technology is a solution to these problems we face. What would happen if everyone uses the Nederman products or your competitors?
There are some competitors as well.
Yeah?
That it will not, and I think Robert will say that there are a number of different sources like traffic and transportation, but the industrial side has an enormous impact and has, of course, with whatever we do. And as I say, the technology is there to keep it clean. So the industry do not need to be part of the sort of pollution in the global sense, or even in the workplace. So you can have healthy workplaces and you can have a healthy environment if everybody would focus on this. And I think that one of the important things is that if you look at it, we are creating a debt. We just have to do it. We were not very good here, polluting water and air. And we have paid dearly to clean it later. It's better to start cleaning it or not polluting it from the beginning. And I think that is a lesson we should try to bring with us.
But do you think that there's an awareness in the continent that grows the most and also pollutes the most, Asia?
I think there is an awareness, and I met the Minister of Health in Vietnam, and he was a former surgeon, and I must say he was very well aware of the negative effects of bad air. But he admitted we haven't had the strength to sort of deal with it. It goes too fast, we are not pushing it, and I promised to come back and have a lecture for them and say, this is what you can do, not promoting only Nederman, but for the better thing. So I think they are aware of it. And I can also say that China has taken some steps. It's actually so for the first time in many years, Beijing's air quality is better than it was 5 years ago.
It doesn't say much, but still it's a change.
It doesn't say much.
Yeah. But sometimes you can see something blue someday, or no?
Yeah, sometimes you have a blue sky.
That's good, that's good. Do we have any questions? I'm thinking, but from a Nederman perspective, I need to ask, because I know that there are some shareholders as well here. What's your sort of ambition in Asia from a business perspective? Obviously, you want to sell as much as possible.
It is definitely so that Asia, it's politically problematic, it has some other challenges, but long term, they will have to deal with their issues and problems. And that means that that will be the largest market for this, as well as for other manufacturing things going on. So we have to be there. And that's why we have tried with mixed success. Sometimes we are growing, but at least we are in 20-25% of our turnover this year will come from the Asian region.
And where do you expect that to be in, say, 10 years?
I think it will be more than 1/3.
Okay, that's quite a conservative bet.
Yes.
Yeah. But talking about conservative bets, do you have a microphone here? Yes, please, if you join us here. Johan Hjertonsson, the new CEO of Latour. Latour, of course, the main shareholder of Nederman, and also the chairman of Nederman. Now you're getting really nervous because I didn't prepare you for this. But I'm thinking, you just started your new job as the CEO of Latour. And Latour, when founded in 1986, the share is up 140,000%. It's with that background you start your new job.
Thanks. Great introduction, Henrik.
Congratulations.
And that was, of course, before I started. So I'm on my 3rd week in this job, and I'd like to take the opportunity. I'm a very proud chairman of Nederman, and Latour has held its share in Nederman for about more than 10 years. And what I think is really interesting is that, I think you alluded to that, Sven, that a lot of things today is driven by law, regulations, when it comes to clean air in production and so on. And I think in the future this will be driven more from consumers, and there will be a big pressure, and people will do it because of the heart, and they want to do it. And I think that will fundamentally change the way we go forward. So I'm really looking forward. And a couple of 1,000%, Sven, could that be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. In Swedish, that's yes, yes, yes. Okay, yeah. We take that yeah with us and hope for a couple of 1,000%. And you are long-term shareholders of Nederman.
Yeah, for more than 10 years, and we intend to stay for a long time.
For another 75?
Absolutely.
Good, and that's a promise?
It's a strong intention.
It's a strong intention. I thought we had other politicians here today, but okay. That's great. Thank you, Johan, for that. Sven, I'll go and let you have some rest with your leg. You can place your leg on the table. No, please don't. But,
I don't think.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you very
Sven.
much.